Shalom, brethren.
Shalom.
Coming back at you with another one. Not gonna call it a quick one. This is your brother Karoth,
This the brother Yitazakah.
and we want to start by giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah
Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Enough respect to you brothers that's laboring in this truth, making your calling and election sure, preaching in the right doctrine. And shalom to the hopeful elect. We're going to entitle this lesson, We Are a Weapon. And, our words alone can devastate an empire. You know, our words alone can destroy kingdoms, man. Our words alone have power. You know, just our words, you know, not our bodies can become weapons, of course, but sometimes just a word spoken can be violence and can be devastating to an empire, man. And I want to start at Mark 11. Got that, bro?
We can get that word
weapon
real quick.
This is the word weapon in etymology.
Got
that, bro?
Yeah, I got it. This word weapon is in the online etymology, instrument of fighting and defense, sword, also penis from Proto-Germanic whippina, source also Old Saxon weapon.
Yeah, so it's something used for fighting. You know, a weapon is used to fight. You know, and sometimes fighting doesn't mean being physical. Sometimes fighting can mean you fight with your words.
Yep. Matter of fact, can we get Jeremiah 1 real quick just to back up what you were saying? Because you were saying basically how this word brings down kingdoms. Yahweh Shemashah, your words can be a weapon. And Yahweh Shemashah used his word through our mouths to pretty much bring down kingdoms. That was a weapon, man.
That's right.
Weaponry. I'm gonna get Jeremiah 1 and 9. This Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 9. It says, "Then the Lord Yahweh Shemashah put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord Yahweh Shemashah said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down and to build and to plant."
Wow, man. So you see, he said your words will destroy, root up, pull down. You mean words can go and do that? Can do physical things like that?
Bro.
That's right. That's because we are an actual weapon. And it's not even on a physical level, on a carnal level. We can become a weapon just by verbal assault. We can a verbal assault, man. This is verbal judo. We can kick ass with words, man.
Bro.
You know. So they always try to talk about how people try to get carnal, get violent. You know, you can't use your words. Well, we can use our words. We can destroy something with our words. Actually.
Bro. That's right. Right. Yep.
Mark
11:22. This Mark chapter 11 and verse 20. It says, you read it out? It says, in the morning, as they passed by, they saw the fig tree dried up from the roots. And Peter, calling to remembrance, said unto him, Master, behold, the fig tree which thou cursest is withered away. And Yahushua answering said unto them, Have faith in Yahweh. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he said shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he said.
So whatever you saith, he said, if he doesn't doubt in his heart and believe what he says, that shall come to pass, man. Using your words alone. He said, you could say to this mountain, Be thou removed and cast into the sea. You can throw a mountain into the sea just by just with your words. And we know in the scriptures, mountains can mean authorities. You know, that can mean rulerships. You know, be thou removed, man. You know, we could take down kingdoms, man, with just our mouthpiece.
That's beautiful.
You know, and you know, Lord Yahushua, he cursed the fig tree and it withered up at the roots, man. He was like, this is nothing, man.
God, bro. Yeah, I got a quick precept. This Luke 10 and verse. Ooh.
Yeah, I already had that one.
Where you at? Oh, wow, that's the spirit. I'm gonna start from 16. This Luke chapter 10 and verse 16. He that heareth you heareth me, and he that despiseth you despiseth me, and he that despiseth him, so like it despiseth me, despiseth him that sent me. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name.
You just even the devils, God, you got.
I was just gonna say a point. Basically, so if you call somebody's name, you have to say it through words. You got to speak it through your mouth. If you're saying somebody's name, you know, so the devils are subject unto us through the name of Yahushua. You know, you have to speak the name. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know that the word is a weapon. Just like it tell you in Ephesians the 6th chapter, the sword of the spirit. You know, with the sword
word is
of
a
the
sword.
spirit. Con, bro.
The word is a sword.
Con. It says, verse 18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. So Satan, you know, which is not actually
Satan. Lucifer.
Lucifer,
Light bearers.
Yeah, right. Kind, like, you know, which it is the Luciferians on this side, you know, these wicked ass elites, you know, but not even to go into that. It's not what these damn modern day Christians and people think that Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, fell from heaven down to earth. You know what I'm saying?
God, bro.
Like it just start going crazy or something. This is literally saying from the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know, these light bearers, these Luciferians on this side, these Illuminati, these wicked elites, these people who are in the ruler seats, they're falling down, they're coming out of power due to the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
That's beautiful.
You know?
Yep.
It says, Salakia. It says, I read 18 again, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. You know? So through the power, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, by Shem Kadash's name and his word, we have power over all the enemies, man. You know?
Spirits and everything.
Con, bro. Yep.
That's right. I think that might be it on that, man.
Okay, yeah, that was it.
Can we go to Revelation 11?
Yeah, Con. Oh, yeah. Can I get this one precept real quick?
Con, brother.
Get this 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. Get this 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. This 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to the pulling down of strongholds.
Get that word strongholds.
Yeah, I would get that. Yeah, I want to get weapons and strongholds.
Well, we got weapons. I think we got weapons.
I just want to see what it says in this passage. You know what I'm saying?
Con.
I just want to see what we get here.
Con, brother.
So, because it said weapons with an S. So, okay. Pretty much the same thing. I don't know if the brothers can hear it.
Strong's G 3696. Hoplon.
That's G3696 Hoplon. And it says any tool or implement for preparing a thing, arms used in warfare, an instrument. So a tool, you know what I'm saying? An instrument, man.
Yeah, it's a tool. It's a tool.
So
it's like a hammer. It's a tool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which we got to get that out. I know you got it. But so for the weapons of our warfare, because if you go to warfare, you got to have some kind of weaponry. You know, so what we war with the weaponry of the word. You know, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's our weaponry.
If people knew how powerful it really was, they wouldn't want to get carnal out.
Con, bro.
It would be no reason to have remember how Elijah told the boy, like he said, Lord, take the scales from off his eyes so he can really see what help he has around him.
Con, bro.
And then then he seen all the chariots and the spiritual help he had around him.
Con, bro.
And he, the boy was like, wow, that's crazy, man. Like people wouldn't want to get carnal if they realized how much spiritual help they actually had.
Con, yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm gonna get that word strongholds too. This the word strongholds in the same verse.
Strong's G 3794. Ahurama.
It says a castle, stronghold, fortress, fastness, anything on which one relies, of the arguments and reasonings by which a disputant endeavors to fortify his opinion and defend it against his opponent.
Ooh, so you're fortifying your opinion. So sometimes there's lies that are fortified.
God.
So you have it. There's a prevailing understanding that's out there, and it's fortified and it's set in there and it's cemented into the minds of people. But sometimes you need to pull down those strongholds with the words that's truth.
Exactly.
And truth can bring down those strongholds.
Perfect.
It's fortified.
Because it said to defend against his opponent. So that's their defense, their arguments and their reasonings are their defense against the truth. But the spirit, the spirit of truth, that word, it pretty much breaks down any kind of defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which you can have a defense, like you were saying, through your fortified opinions.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
in this world, you know.
Yeah. And sometimes you can be so conditioned with folly and with stuff that's not true that you need to have this word come through and pull those strongholds down, man.
Brother. Yep.
You know?
I'm gonna read 4 and I'm gonna read 5 too. This it's like in 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing,
which exalteth itself above the Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
You know, so basically, it's powerful, man. This word is powerful. It can pull down strongholds. It can cast down imaginations or anything that exalts itself above the Heavenly Father, above Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
It says that it exalts itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Against the knowledge, right, because that's the big thing, man. Everybody wants to have some deep knowledge,
bro.
But it's not true.
Bro, yeah.
And this weapon that we wield around, it's a weapon of truth.
Bro.
And it pulls down strongholds, and it brings everything under the obedience of Yahweh.
Because the words, because in this world, the evil elite, Satan, the Lucifer, Satan, that's running this world, the adversary, they run this world through their wicked ass media, through their words, man, which are their witchcraft, through their lies. You know what I'm saying? So it lets you know that, and that's a weapon. That's literally killing people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people, they're telling people, okay, you got to stay in your homes because this and that is going on, which we believe through the spirit. This COVID-19 is a real plague. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, they telling people stay in their homes, which is causing them not to go to their jobs, businesses to close down. So people are actually losing their jobs, going crazy, committing suicide. So their words are literally like a weapon, man.
Yeah, it's a weapon, man. It's their magic wand, man. They got a wand. We wield the sword. They wield the wand. It's the wand versus the sword.
Bro.
Ooh,
cause that's a good saying you just said, because when you do a enchantment or you do a spell, you have to speak the words. Like you gotta say, like if you're doing a spell, you gotta say certain type of words.
Oh yeah. It's like a you keep repeating it. It's like a mantra.
Bro. Yeah, enchantment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that ultimately, they do enchantments on the left hand side through their words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And through the scriptures, it say that too, that they that even bitter word. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Psalm 64. So we had a little bit more on that 2 Corinthians 10.
Did we?
Just a little. Might as well read it now.
But
I just want to get the point.
Psalm 64, you said?
This Psalms 10:5 says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach.
Bringing it into captivity. Captivity, that has to do with being bound, bringing it into subjection.
Yep, perfect.
You know?
Because as he was made to subdue all things unto himself.
Ooh, that's nice.
You know what I'm
Nice.
saying?
God.
Subdue all things to himself. And ultimately, Yahweh got the victory over death. He's the victory weapon, man. He's the victory weapon. Yahweh actually beat death, which Yahweh is the word. You know?
That's right. That's right. He's the word. That's right.
I want to get this in Psalm 64, just a quick point.
Psalm 64.
And 3 time. This Psalm chapter 64 and verse 3. It says, who wet their tongue like a sword. Well, let's read up from 2 so we can get a little more understanding on it. Yeah. It's Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, which is Satan, you know, Lucifer in this world. You know, that we read about in Luke, the 10th chapter. That's because Satan has a physical counterpart, you know. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who wet their tongue like a sword.
Yeah, that means they're speaking words that can injure you as if it's a weapon.
God, bro.
Just like the scripture talks about that tongue being a weapon, man.
God,
it talks
bro.
about how who can tame that tongue. You know, that tongue is it says that it's gonna set old cities ablaze, man.
God, bro. That's wild, bro. That's wild.
That tongue is a weapon because the tongue is an actual. We might as well grab that too.
Yeah, Con, we can grab. Oh,
well,
you
after
made
you finish it.
Yeah, I got another precept too, Salak.
What you got?
Yeah, it's in Sirach. I'm gonna find it.
That tongue is such a small member, man.
Bro.
But that, like the scriptures,
but it's heavy though. Like it tell you in Proverbs the 18th chapter, death and life come from the power of the tongue.
Yeah, I think I had that.
Oh, you got there, Con.
But what's that one you was talking about that you had? Other than this Psalms?
I'm gonna read. I'm finished reading. I'm gonna find it. This Psalm 64 and 3. It says, "Who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words."
So the words are the arrows. That's why the scripture says in Ephesians, when it says put on the whole armor of the Most High, it talks about how those arrows from the wicked one.
Get Ephesians 6.
Those arrows from the wicked one. Those are those bitter words that they're shooting.
Yep.
Because you got to cast down those that all of that stuff that they're saying, man. Because we've been indoctrinated, whether you like to believe it or not, man. Just living here in America, we grew up in Christianity like that. It has to be a whole lot of undoing with those words and all that shit they had rooted in our mind, man. But yeah, what you wanted to get out?
Yeah, I'm gonna get this Sirach 20 and 18. This Sirach 20 and 18. It says, to slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So the fall of the wicked shall come speedily. You know, so it says it's better to slip on a pavement, which actually, like, if you fall on a pavement, that's actually like, if somebody threw you on the pavement, that could be considered like a weapon, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you throw somebody on the fucking pavement, that's you might damn near kill their ass, bro.
Yeah.
But it says to slip on the pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So it lets you know that how much real
how much more the tongue, how much more damage the tongue can actually do than being thrown onto the pavement.
Bro, and the pavement is literally a physical weapon. You could consider the pavement like in Esau's court system. If he had a case and they were saying like, oh, somebody was banging their head on the concrete, they're gonna be like, oh, that's like using deadly force with a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Because you was using the pavement to actually cause harm.
Physical harm.
Yeah, so you was like using the pavement for a weapon.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It was actually an Edomite shorty that went to jail for using her words to get somebody to commit suicide. Words can be weapons.
That's a great point, because Esau do got that in his law.
Yeah.
You would get locked up if you
go in somewhere and say, hey, it's a fire. If you go in somewhere and blurt out it's a fire, you cause a stampede and cause people to injure themselves.
That's a great point.
You know,
that's a great
words
point.
are weapons.
Bro.
And, you know what I'm saying? Even here in this captivity, like, words is considered a real weapon. How much more the Most High's words that he puts in your mouth.
Bro. That's heavy. Yep. That's beautiful. Yep. Well, you say you want to go? You got something else? I know you said you had a.
Oh, that's that tongue's a small member.
Oh, let me try to find it. We can get that Revelations 11 for now. You can read. I'll try to find it.
Revelation 11.
Yeah, Khan.
Con. This is Revelation 11 and verse 6. It says, these have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. And the these that he's talking about is the elect, of course. Let me go up to see if I should have started at verse 3. It's Revelation 11 and 3. It says, and I will give power unto my two witnesses. And his two witnesses that he's talking about is
The southern and
northern kingdom. Con. So he's going to give the southern and the northern kingdom, which is his witnesses, which is his prophets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is his elect.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he said he's going to give these two witnesses, and they shall they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth.
Mm-hmm.
These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the power of the power of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth. And that's that power, that fire.
Look, I literally went into that word fire. It was talking about fire.
Woo.
It's talking about literal, like.
So it wasn't being allegorical with it.
I mean, but you know the scriptures are manifold.
Manifold,
because it tell you in Jeremiah 5, which we gonna get it, Lord willing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not my word like a fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, that was talking about literal fire.
That's nice.
Because it go back to the Greek word pur, or like pyro.
Pyro.
Pretty much like pyro. So it's talking about literal fire, man.
Ooh, that's nice, bro.
So really, because I was doing a lesson yesterday. You know what I'm saying? All these Americans buying up straps.
Yeah.
So Jake, Jacob being the truth, like, shit, should I
Get a gun?
You know what I'm saying? Give me
Yeah.
some ammo. Man, how about you? I said, if anybody hurt us, fire is going to proceed from my mouth. We're not going to fire on you. We're going to
Fire you
out
up.
our
Right, we're gonna literally fire you up.
bro. Yeah, so, but that's in semblance to let you know how much power the tongue really holds. You know what I'm saying? That's
nice.
That's power. That's symbolic for that too.
That's nice.
You know,
huh?
that's why fire is literally gonna come out of our mouth. And if you ever notice, like when you be teaching, the spirit is like full concentrated fire, man.
Yeah, it gets you hot.
Bro, because it's literally fire inside of us,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, Khan. That's why the scripture says, I forget which prophet said that. He was like, it's like fire in my bones.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, Khan.
Ooh,
That was
hold
Jeremiah.
on, we gotta get that. Yeah, we gotta get that. It's a lot. I got that precept you, cause we gotta get that now real quick. Try to refrain from speaking. I think that's like Jeremiah 20. Hold on. I'm speaking. Let me see. I think it's Jeremiah 20, but let me make sure. Hold on. That's a beautiful precept. That's the spirit.
Jeremiah 20 and 9.
Jeremiah 29.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's bring it up.
You ain't forget this one, right? I don't remember.
Oh no, I still got that. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna get that next.
Con.
I just want to get that now.
Khan.
You put it there. Hold on. Yep. Jeremiah 20. Yep. Jeremiah 29. It's Jeremiah chapter 20 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name, but his word was in my heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. So
the fire had
the word was actually weaponized on himself. It was actually beating him up.
Right. You keep me in you, you will spontaneously combust in here.
Bro, God, this is a living weapon, man. You can't contain this.
Yeah, fire is a weapon. Fire is a destructive weapon.
Yeah, bro.
Fire is a destructive weapon because the word is likened unto fire. You know, I'll make these people stubble. So it's like I will. This it's a weapon. You know, you try to contain fire, man. Fire. You see what happened in California, trying to contain fire, man. That fire is a weapon.
Yep. I got one more. So like Deuteronomy.
He said, "I'm a consuming fire."
That's where I'm going.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
It's the spirit, bro.
beautiful,
That's where I was going. God. Deuteronomy 9:3.
Deuteronomy 9:3. Let me go there real quick.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 3. Understand, therefore, this day that the Lord thy power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is he which goeth over before thee as a consuming fire he shall destroy them, and he shall bring them down before thy face. So shalt thou drive them out and destroy them quickly, as the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai have said unto thee. You know? So the Spirit of the Lord is a consuming fire. It link up with that. It say the same thing in Hebrews 12 and 29. You know, Yahweh Shem Shai is a consuming fire. The Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai is a consuming fire, and it actually destroys and devours, man.
Right.
You know, so it lets you know that the Holy Spirit is a weapon, man.
Whew,
You
that's
know?
nice, bro.
The words of Yahweh Shem Shai is literally a weapon, man. You know,
Con. You said that was in
Deuteronomy 9:3.
Nah, Hebrews 12.
Oh yeah, 12. Hebrews 12 and 29 say the same thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. For our power is a consumer fire.
Con, bro.
Con, brother.
Con, bro.
That's nice. That's beautiful.
Con, bro. Yep. Want to get that James 3 real quick?
Con, bro.
This woo-wee.
James 3 and
I don't know. Hold on, I might have to start up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna just get the point. It's James 3 and 5. It's James chapter 3 verse 5. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boast of great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind, but the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
that's when you use it in the wrong way.
Con, bro.
It's full of deadly poison when you use it in the wrong way. That's true.
Oh, that made me think of Psalms 55. When they talk about how Esau, the poison.
Yeah, kind
is
like,
the Psalms
like adder.
58? Yeah, the deaf adder.
The deaf adder, kind.
Oh, slot. Let's get that real quick. I don't want to misquote it.
Kind.
I think it's in Psalms 58, matter of fact. Psalms 58, yeah, it's Psalms 58. This Psalm chapter 58 in verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as they be born, speaking lies.
Speaking lies. Ooh.
Like you were saying, the lies are that these elites, these Satanists, they push. There's weapons on the left hand side. You know, it says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. And the charmers, that's the man of the Lord.
The man of the Lord, that's speaking the powerful words on the right hand side.
Exactly.
And then that poison up from the adder, that's on the left hand side.
Bro.
With their media, with their lies, saying we're not the Lord's people, framing mischief, devising evil.
Yep.
Doing all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's part of being that poison from that in their mouth.
Bro, that's what I was just speaking about in James 3rd chapter. When it's talking about how the tongue is a unruly evil and a poison, man.
God.
And that made me think of too, when Yahweh Shai is not there what goeth in a man that defileth him, what goeth out of him that defileth him.
That's true.
That's them words, man.
That's right,
you
bro.
know.
Ooh, that verse 10 in James. You got some more on that?
Yeah, let me read 6 too.
Okay.
This verse 6. It says, "Break their teeth, O Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, in their mouth. Break the great teeth of the young lions."
Ooh, that means stop that mouth from talking.
Bro, yeah, exactly.
All that poison coming out of that mouth.
Exactly, because that's because it's really representing their power. But that's how they keep their power, through their witchcraft, through their words, man. You know,
right.
That's that tongue, that frame of mischief, man.
That's right.
You know.
That's a weapon on the left hand side,
bro.
That poisonous mouth. That's that weapon on that left hand side.
God, bro. James 3.
James 3.
Back in James 3. You said read down to 10.
Yeah. I mean, you could jump to 10 because it says there were.
I mean, because we stopped at 8, so I can just read down from 8 again.
Oh, okay, come.
This James 3 and 8. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
Yeah, just like that poison in Psalms 58.
God. It says, therewith bless we Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, even the Father, and therewith we curse, Shalaki, therewith curse we man, which are made after the similitude of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Out of the same mouth proceed of blessing and cursing.
That blessing, yeah, that blessing, man. Because out of the mouth, there's blessings. And where does that blessing come from? That comes from the men of the Lord, man. You know, when they speak in that, because the scripture says, whatsoever you bind in heaven, I'll bind on earth. Or it talks about whoever blesses you, I'll bless. You know what I mean? So that mouth, it can be used for blessing and cursing.
Come on, bro. Let me read a little bit more. It says, my brethren, these things ought not so to be. Doth a fountain sent forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, either a vine figs? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh. And that's why I say, in Psalms 94, should the throne of iniquity, which frame of mischief.
That was the one I was talking about. Frame of mischief.
Get there. That's the spirit.
Yeah, that's the joint I was talking about.
Oh man, hold on. Let's get there real quick. It's a lot. Spirit be cooking.
He said, I feel like Jeremiah.
God, bro. This Psalms 94 and 20. This Psalm chapter 94 verse 20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame of mischief by law.
Yeah,
so like James was saying in James the 3rd chapter, if a fountain is spewing out sweet water, it's not gonna spew out sweet and bitter water.
That's right.
You know, so that's why Yahweh Shem Yahushua got to take this devil out, man.
Yeah.
No, because somebody's telling the truth and somebody's not, man.
That made me think about the new propaganda that's being spewed by these devils, man. Because now they're saying that we're the new face for COVID-19.
Yeah, more evil. More evil mischief.
Right.
Framing mischief by law, man.
Yeah, framing mischief by law. So they basically saying we're the ones, we're more susceptible. We have to do something about them.
God, bro.
They're the ones that have it. Do you want to catch it? All right, let's all team up against them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get this too. It's a lot. This Micah 2. It's a lot.
Okay.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse, which these devils, they're not gonna share a throne. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to allow good words and bad words to go out. He's going to make the truth known. The truth that's been so long without fruit is going to be declared.
That's right, bro.
You know, this is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You know, and what's that? That's their words, man. You know, because it's in the power of their hand, so they can make up propaganda and make up bullshit to spew, you know, because they got the power, man.
Yeah, they're crafty.
Bro.
You know, and part of you using your craft is, you know, you use everything at your disposal. You use your words, you know, that's part of being crafty.
Bro. Oh, man.
It talks about his words were smoother than butter, man.
Bro, that's another one. Yep, bro.
Yeah, his words are smooth. That's part of being crafty. The reason that the serpent was so crafty in the garden was because he used his words, his wordplay. He finessed her with words.
Exactly.
He didn't strong arm her or nothing. He strong armed her with language.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Oh man.
Words are weapons, man. That caused a whole bunch of wickedness to spring out of them words.
Yep.
He used those words to make people go off.
Yep. And just like how you said, made mention of Psalms 55, when it says their words are smoother than butter, but they had swords drawn. You know what I'm saying? So their words is how they draw you in to destroy you.
Yeah, they
weapon.
lull you to sleep.
Like they have a literal weapon, you know, but they use their words to draw you into the weapon. You know what I'm saying? So this
the chip. That's how they gonna get you with the chip.
Let me put. I got it's the spirit you said because I got to get Revelations 13.
Yeah, they make it sound good with the chip.
Oh man, this is Revelations 13. That's the spirit you said that. This is Revelation chapter 13 verse.
You done with this, Mike?
Yeah, that's it on that. I just wanted to touch on that. Okay. How the power is in their hands. This Revelations 13 real quick.
Revelation 13
and 11. This Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And beheld another beast.
Yeah, kind
Oh,
of.
so like it. Oh, you got that?
Revelation 11 and
Oh, we read that. Yeah.
kind
This is Revelation 13 and 11. This is
of.
Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Ooh, so he was, so he had the appearance of something that was that is something that's not threatening.
Not harmful, right?
And then so I'm not threatening in appearance, but meanwhile I'm actually, the words that I'm spewing are venomous.
Yeah, con,
and
bro.
can destroy you.
Con, bro. Yeah.
That's
like
wild.
a dungeon dragon. Good. And it says, and he exercised, I'm going to go down to that chip part because you quoted that. And he exercised of all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he make a fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
So he used his words. He was saying,
God, bro.
you know,
God.
that's nice. That's nice.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak
Woo!
and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Woo!
You're not listening to the words that the beast system is speaking, so you got destroyed.
Woo!
That's them words being weaponized to the maximum level, which is going to into Esau telling you, like, look, you need to do
That's
this
nice,
and
huh?
that. You need to do this. You need to take this. You know, you need to
Take this chip. This chip will make
Let's
it make it
go
better.
into it. Let's go into it.
Con.
It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of his beast, or the number of or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Wow,
You know?
man. So he used his words to finesse people into the chip.
God, bro.
That's a weapon.
Which is the ultimate destruction for you. Because if you take that chip, it's no remedy.
You're gonna get smoked because the
Con.
Most High is definitely smoking you
Con, bro.
once you do that.
Yeah, con. It's no coming back from that.
That was beautiful,
Con,
precept,
bro.
That was
Con.
beautiful.
Yep. Where do you want to go from there?
Plug it in just in case.
Okay, con. What you got?
You good. I got Isaiah 41.
Where you want me to start at?
We're gonna go to Isaiah 41. We're gonna go to 15. Just to kind of just to reiterate the fact that we are actually weapons, you know. We can become a physical weapon as well.
This Salakia, brother. It's that Salakia, Isaiah 41 and verse 15. It says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth.
Having teeth, man. Teeth are in your mouth. That's right. But we'll become an actual instrument, man. An instrument that's warring instrument.
Which instrument is synonymous with the word weapon.
Con. If you go to the definition,
Bro.
instrument is weapon.
Bro. A threshing instrument, a threshing weapon.
Yeah,
you know?
a threshing instrument. Con.
It says, matter of fact, let's get the word threshing.
Threshing, yeah, con.
Threshing real quick. Threshing. That's the Hebrew word. Marab.
Strong's H 4173.
Esau, you know he gonna say it.
Morag.
That's not it. So
Esau, get back.
Marag or Marag, you know what I'm saying? Some along those lines.
What that mean?
And it says threshing sledge from an unused root meaning to trituate, a threshing sledge, a threshing instrument. So basically, like let's get in there. Like we're gonna get in etymology. Like if you threshing something, you're pretty much slaying it, you know, or chopping it down, you know, threshing. It's a lot. Yeah, to beat Sith
To beat. To sift.
to
I will sift the house of Israel.
I was just thinking of that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of that.
Yeah,
God,
I will sift the house of Israel. Like how you with the words.
Huh?
We're separating people through the words.
I will search Jerusalem with
With
candles.
candles.
Bro.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that? The 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks.
That's right.
In Revelations 11 that we read about.
That's right. And then basically people are being separated via the word of the Most High. Because the Most High is seeing that's why Lord Yahushua said, go into the city and see who's worthy. And then you see who's worthy with the words, and then whoever hearkens onto it, that's who's worthy. And then who's not, they won't get the Tawah.
God, bro. Beautiful.
And they'll be hewn.
Con. That's why I say all those who cry and sigh for the abominations that done there in the midst of. You crying and sighing, you speaking them words. You know what I'm saying? You passionately, you being vehement about it.
Yep.
It says it's a little,
What's that?
it ain't really too much more, but to beat, sift, grain by trampling or beating.
And there's parables about separating.
Con.
They
They got threshing instrument. You know, stick in the sickle.
Stick
you know?
stick in your sickle, yeah.
Con, bro.
Yeah, because you're gonna reap now. Stick in that sickle, you know.
It says to tramp, stamp noisily. Yep. So that's pretty much it. You know?
From there, can we go to
There's a little bit more on that Isaiah 41.
Oh, okay, Con.
I'm gonna read it for you. This is Isaiah 41:15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. You know, beat them, man. And Yahushua said that because they have held fast my word, they shall have power over the nations.
Yeah.
Then it's in Revelation, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron and beat them like a potter's vessel.
Potter's vessel, Con.
You know what I'm saying? Which is that's happening now, and it's gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven, literally.
Yeah, Con, because it's manifold.
Con, bro.
You beat them down with the words,
Con.
and then eventually it's gonna be actual hands on.
For these scriptures cold, man.
God, that's it on that.
Yeah, that's it on that. Where you want to go from there?
Can we go to Joshua 6:2?
Joshua 6:2. It's Joshua chapter 6, verse 2. And the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, said unto Joshua, see, I have given into thine hand Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty man of valor. And ye shall compass the city, and all ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days. And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram's horns. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow with the trumpets. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him.
That's right, Con, bro. And that's how they would basically take over the city.
Con, bro.
They was instructed by the Most High to go and invade this place. And how they would do it is they would basically use their words
That's cold.
to bring down a fortified city
That's cold.
and go in and then subdue the city.
Yeah, that's cold.
You know, and that reminds me a lot of how we what we're doing, man. When we out here prophesying and preaching, when we're on the highways and the byways, we're bringing down this place, man, just by preaching, lifting up our voice like a trumpet.
Oh, we gotta get Hosea 6. We can get that Isaiah 58 too that you said it, but I want to get that Hosea 6. I know you probably got that too.
Hosea 6, Con.
Let me get that one you just quoted. It's Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. It says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, in the house of Jacob their sins.
Con. That's the Isaiah 50.
Yeah, that was Isaiah 58 and 1. You that link over there, Joshua 6, you know about how they blew the trumpets and the ram's horns.
That's right.
You know, and did a shout. You know, and the walls fell down flat, you know, and that's in semblance to what we doing, crying aloud and not sparing not, lifting up our voice like a trumpet, and this place is falling down flat.
That's right. That's
know?
right, Doc. That's right. That's beautiful, man. Yeah, we doing that, man. We out there, we prophesying. I mean, the Most High took us off the streets now.
God.
And this place is like, being crippled.
Yeah, this place is fucking being decimated.
You know,
man.
people committing suicide in their house.
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised, man, if we wake up one day, man, and the Most High send a death angel and they just start killing a bunch of people in our neighborhood.
Yeah, like the time of Assyrian captivity when Yahweh Shemashah sent that death angel through and they wiped out like 140 something thousand people.
Come on, bro.
Or something like over 100,000 people.
Or in Egypt.
Oh,
when Lord
yeah.
Yahushua went through
Yeah, it was smiting.
and was killing all the kids.
Con, bro. Yeah, most definitely.
And they say, oh, they kill the kids. Not the kids.
Well, yeah, what say in 2 Chronicles 15 that whosoever shall not seek the Lord thy power shall die, whether small or great, old or young.
Ooh.
So that was the covenant.
Yeah.
And guess what? They sung with trumpets and cornets that they was gonna abide by that covenant.
That's right.
You know?
Hosea?
Yeah, Hosea 6:5, real quick. This Hosea chapter 6 and verse 5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth.
I have hewn them by the words. And he says, I will destroy them with the brightness of my
Coming.
brightness of my coming. Oh, what's that?
2 Thessalonians 2. That's the one you just quoted.
Yeah, come on.
2 Thessalonians 2. That's a good one.
Yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand. Whenever you pull that, you kind of got to grab 2 Thessalonians.
Bro. That's a yep. And it says he hewed them by the prophets, and then his judgments start going forth as the light. So ever since the prophets done been out, sent from the Elder Abba Bivens up until now, this place has been slowly being brought down, man. Judgment is just been manifesting itself more and more and more to the point that we're at now. Where judgment is like on a high level. You know what I'm saying?
It's like tens of thousands of people dying now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
2 Thessalonians?
Yep, 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse, we can just get to the point. This 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who letteth, which the mystery of iniquity is Esau Edom, man.
Right.
Who's running the world of wickedness? You know, it's Satan out here on the loose, imaginarily just causing mischief out here. You know what I'm saying? Without any order from Yahweh Shah. No, it's an actual physical counterpart to Satan here on this earth who's fucking causing mischief, man.
God.
You know? That's the
Satan
mystery
is
of
not,
iniquity.
you can't see Satan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't out here. There's somebody that's working the works of Satan.
God, bro.
He's
exactly.
a spirit. He ain't
God.
actually just doing things.
Right, exactly. Satan, well, it say, let no man say when he is tempted of Yahweh, but he is tempted of his own self, man.
His own self, kind.
Because that's why I say in the scriptures, I think it's Sirach 21, when the ungodly curse of Satan, he curseth his own soul.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? Because you are Satan, asshole. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You try to call out Satan, nigga, you are Satan.
Right. You're wicked.
Yeah, right. All Satan means is adversary.
Because this, like Lord Yahweh said, it's not what you consume that defiles a man. It's what's already coming out of you.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know, so Yahweh Shemashah, he just gives Satan to go. Satan just do what Yahweh Shemashah told him to do. He sent the tempter.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So, but Yahweh Shemashah, he's not tempting you.
Right. He's just exploiting what's already in you.
God, bro. That's your wicked ass. That's why you are Satan.
Right.
You know? This 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Yeah. So when you read Hosea 6 and 5, you gotta go here, man.
Yeah,
because he will.
It's the precept for that.
It's the precept because he's consumed them with the spirit of his mouth.
Yep.
First is I'm gonna consume you with my mouth.
Yep. And that's manifold too, because Yahweh Shai, where he's being consumed with the word right now, then Yahweh Shai is literally gonna come on those chariots and consume you with the spirit of his mouth, which is gonna be them concentrated laser beams.
Oh, con, bro. And I mean, and then it's the latter part of this verse. It says, and then with the brightness of his coming, that's gonna be them laser beams.
Let's get and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And then that's true, and that's manifold too, because it tell you a man's wisdom maketh his face to shine.
Nice.
So that's brightness too.
Yeah, that is. That is.
You know what I'm I'm saying?
And it's gonna be bright when the laser beams shooting out that thing,
Man, bro.
killing you. You got more on
man,
that?
let me read down a little bit more
Come on.
to 11. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. After the working of Satan.
Yeah, which means I'm doing the bidding of
Con,
Satan.
bro. With all powers and signs and lying wonders.
Just
Your
like in
words-
Revelation.
Oh, yeah,
lying wonders.
Revelation 13. Yep. He's about to go into it. But with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. You know,
Yeah.
they got defeated by their weapon on the left hand side.
Yeah. Because you were giving into and giving heed to seducing spirits and
yep.
doctrines of devils.
Yep. So that word seduce means to cause the err. So you erred from the way of the truth.
Yeah, because you got lulled to sleep with the weapon on the left hand side.
Is about it. And for this cause, Yahweh Shemel Shah shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie.
Yeah, you're believing a lie because somebody's speaking the lie,
Con, bro.
which causing you to believe a lie.
Con, bro.
You know, if who the Most High talks about that lying prophet.
Con. And then if you give into that, Yahweh Shemel Shah, he won't give you the weapon to be able to defend it. So he'll let you be defeated by that word. You know, because the word, the spirit is. The word of truth is the word of how you defeat the deceit, the
And you pull
deception.
down the stronghold.
Con, bro. But if you don't have that, you're gonna be defeated by it. You know, it says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
that's perfect.
From
Believe
there,
not the truth.
Con, bro.
What you got
Son,
from
from there, can we go to Proverbs 18?
Yep.
21.
Yeah, con. Gotta get that. This Proverbs 18 and verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Con. Death and life is in the power of the tongue, man. You can speak life into something, or you can completely kill something pursuing the James 3 and 5.
I'm just thinking that, yep.
You can completely kill something, or you can give it life with because the scripture talks about how you be judged with your words.
And con, because you, by that words that would just be justified, by that words that would be condemned. Con. And bro, if you got a weapon, you can save somebody's life with a weapon, or you can kill them with their weapon.
Because you can do surgery on somebody, and you can help them when they're in trauma. You can help them when they're in trauma and do surgery with that knife, or you can stab somebody up and then they can have a loss of blood and bleed out.
Con, bro. Or if somebody got an infection in their foot, you can cut their foot off.
To save their body.
Yes, to save their life.
Scripture says it's better to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Named, God, bro.
Yeah.
That's their weapon.
Yeah, God.
Their weapon being used for good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's better to enter the kingdom of heaven with one eye, better to enter the kingdom of heaven with one hand, than to have your whole body thrown in the fire.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You got some more on that?
That was it on that.
Can we go to Jeremiah 16 and 16?
It's Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, and they shall fish them.
With the words, with their words, they're gonna be going out there on the highways and byways using their words, right?
Con, bro. Yeah, that's how we fishing. You know what I'm saying? You throwing the bait out with the words.
Come on, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Yeah, con, bro.
Lovely song, we're using words.
Con. It says, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them.
That's a physical hunt.
Con, bro. Con, bro.
No more words.
Con. From every mountain and from every hill and from out of the holes of the rocks.
Yep. And that's gonna be a physical hunt, man. But I mean, we now consuming this devil with words, man. They're being consumed with the spirit of the Most High's mouth, you know, and they're pulling down those mountains.
Yep.
But then eventually it's gonna be hunting them out of them holes when they go to try to bury themselves in the Mount Carmel.
Yeah, but smash, they're gonna smite the lintel on the door.
From there, can we go to Jeremiah 23 and 29?
God. Yeah. It's Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 29. It says, is not my word like a fire, said the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces?
That's right. The Most High's word is like a hammer, It breaks things up, and then they say that it can separate the spirit from the soul. It's like
the word. Oh, let's get that. We gotta get that.
Huh.
You gotta get that.
So his words is like a hammer, man. It beat you down, beat you to powder.
That threshing instrument. So I should make you a sharp threshing instrument.
Yeah, it'll beat you down, man.
Nah, bro.
And you said you want to go where?
Hebrews 4:12. This Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Yep.
Piercing even the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
So the word can pick you apart, man. You know, and that's usually when it comes to battle. You know, when you in weaponry, you want to pick your opponent apart.
Two-edged sword, you swing that thing, you can hit one person and hit another at the same time.
God, bro.
Go through one person and then go through another one behind them. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. From there, we go to Matthew 18:18.
Matthew 18:18. It's Matthew 18 and verse 18. Chapter 18, verse 18. Verily I say unto you, whosoever shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whosoever shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven.
Yeah. So how do you bind stuff in the earth? Use your words, man. You know, I bind you. You know what I'm saying? I rebuke you.
That's why Yahweh Shah said in Matthew the 23rd chapter, he said they put heavy burdens on men, but they themselves will not do them. Talking about the wicked scribes and the Pharisees. So they was speaking words on what they wanted you to do, but they wasn't abiding by those words. You know, so you try to bound somebody on here, your ass is gonna be bound in heaven. That's why I tell you in Matthew the 5th chapter that unless your righteousness exceed the scribes and Pharisees, you should not enter into the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because they was trying to bound people with their words.
Okay,
you know?
got you.
Like Esau ass. That's why your ass is gonna be the chief nation in captivity, man.
God.
You know?
I remember the scripture talks about he was bound for 1,000 years.
What was bound at mouth?
Yeah. He was bound for 1,000 years and then he was loose.
Damn. And that's the spirit, because when he came over here to the shores of America, Esau didn't know how to speak.
He was but he was speaking like a Job.
Like a Job.
he was talking like a donkey.
Those juniper
making noises. Then he learned how to speak, and his ass started acting like a damn fool with that mouth. Right?
Yep.
From there, can we go to Jeremiah 5:14?
God. It's Jeremiah chapter 5 in verse 14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts, because they speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
It shall devour them, man. You know, so this word is going to devour people, man. It's saying according to the scripture, man.
That's cool.
And because all you got to do is speak it, prophesy. God. Son of man, prophesy, man. That's all you got to do. Go out there and preach, Jake. That's all you got to do. I'm gonna take care of the rest.
Yep.
I'll make sure that it comes to pass.
God, bro. God.
Yeah, like if I say that they're gonna raise up against each other with swords in their hands, say they gonna do it. Exactly. That's all you got to do.
God, bro. And I got you. You don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
If just speak about how they gonna be killing their own kids in their house. Just prophesy about
it. Bro.
They gonna do that.
God, bro.
You
Why?
know?
Because they don't have the weapon. They don't have the protection, the weaponry. You have it.
Yeah,
that's their protection, their weaponry. You know
bro.
what I'm saying? There is literal, but the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. You know what I'm saying? But mighty through pulling. Because I was reading in Jeremiah 15 and 11. You know, me and the brother Kabar did a lesson earlier this week. It said he shall cause the enemy to entreat us well in the time of affliction. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua ultimately, he controls all these people, man. He controls all these spirits.
Yeah. So don't be surprised if brothers is catching hell, and then the enemy shows you some type of favor.
Con, bro.
Let you go or some shit.
Con, bro. Everybody be getting fucked up except for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a good precept.
Con.
That's a good precept. I got one more unless you got something.
I want to end off on that Ephesians 6, but whatever you got, we can bring that out real quick.
All right, I just got one more.
Okay,
Jeremiah 51:20.
Okay, Con, yo. It's Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 20. It says, "Thou art my battle axe."
You know what a battle axe is?
What? Hold on, bro. It says, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war."
So you're a battle axe and a weapon of war. Wow.
For with thee, with you, I will break in pieces the nations.
I will break in pieces the nations. That's violence.
Bro,
That
that's
sound
that
like violence.
beating. That's that threshing instrument.
God, it says he will rule the nations with an iron, with a rod of iron.
Nah, bro,
That's violence.
Nah, bro. And with thee, I will destroy kingdoms. And with thee, I will break in pieces the horse and his rider.
That's right.
And with thee, I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, them hunters. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
Yeah, so
The little kids, like
kids. People love to protect the kids.
yeah, bro. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
Yeah, Con. What you gonna do when the Most High turns men into literal hunters? He stops using them to just hew you with words. You know what I'm saying? And he really lets men of the Lord get down on you
Yes, yes.
with spiritual power.
Man.
You know, like when he lift up that standard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Con.
But you had one out?
I got a little bit more on this.
Ephesians?
I'm gonna read one more on this verse. This chapter. And then we go to Ephesians. This 23. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. And with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. And that's the spirit, because I was watching earlier on RT that farmers are basically losing a lot of their crops.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Con.
And they having to throw out a lot
Dumping
of their
food.
Yeah, Con, bro.
Yeah.
That's who you think did that? The prophets. He
Yeah.
prophesizing about famine coming.
Oh, family, yeah. I'm gonna make you a weapon.
Yeah,
We
bro.
are a weapon.
We literally got these. We really went against the husbandman and this yoke of oxen, man. That's fucking what through the spirit of
Captains
God, Yahweh.
Con. And then it's captains and rulers
Con,
too.
bro, con. Because captains and rulers, they need the farmers to be able to continue to rule.
Con. And then they, like, captains and rulers, they're gonna run into bunkers.
Yeah, con.
You know?
Con.
Like, and then pretty soon we gonna go and hunt them out of them holes. You know?
Oh shit.
You got that Ephesians
Yeah,
out?
I'm gonna start at 10. This Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shemel Shah, that ye may be able to withstand against the wiles of the devil. And the wiles goes into trickery, which is how does the devil trick you? Through his words, man.
His words. Smooth
But
words.
How do you defend against it? Through the word of Yahweh Shemel Shah. We're just gonna go into it. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shemel Shah, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness,
That's right.
and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh.
Lord, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, man. That's right. We are a weapon, man.
Con, bro.
We are a weapon, and we have defenses.
Con, bro. Con. Yeah, because the shield of faith, that's an offense and a defensive weapon.
Con. I mean, shoot, sword is an offensive and defensive weapon.
Bro.
Because if you got a good offense, you don't really, you don't really need to be.
Yeah, Con, you can block with a sword. You know what I'm saying?
You can see when they get in them sword fights,
bro.
they be blocking, using it to block.
Bro, I seen a nigga so cold with it, he was hitting bullets with the sword. You know what I'm saying?
God.
So shit, hey, that lets you know, man.
God.
You know?
Hey man, yeah, we are a weapon, man. You know, so I pray that this lesson was edifying through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, and enough respect to you brothers that's laboring in this truth, preaching the right doctrine, man. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.